to miss it. Because I care for everybody. I love everybody. For me, everybody is equal like me. Oh, Sunan Chiming also came today. But you continue with the translation. I will tell her to translate afterwards. We have to be sure that it's not going to get disconnected. Sunan Chiming, are you traveling? Are you sure to do? Because I need to continue with the story of your mother. If it's going to get disconnected, no. Okay. And Dolgor, when you stopped, when you're done, you put your thumb up so that I can continue.
Hi, Vijay.
Yes.
Good morning, Vijay. I'm not sure about my connection because I'm now going through a town, but I'm not sure when it will be cut. The connection will be cut.
No. First, let Dolgor continue.
Okay.
Only when I want the next step of the story, I will ask you.
Okay.
Because I know your connection is not good. You're traveling today. You told me.
Yes.
Okay. So when Sonushimi is ready, she'll tell. I'm sorry, when Dolgo is ready. You be there and listen to me so that you understand it even more deeper, Sonushimi. Okay? Okay. I'm ready. So understand, I told you one story. So I want to teach you today, how does a gene get activated? One is the destiny gene or the soul gene. One is the human body gene. Just like I told you many times, that the environment around us is heavy. The consciousness of that environment is heavy. Heavy means is more towards the negative spectrum. Okay. And the people are influenced by religion, culture, state of the environment, the pain that society has, which is also expressed as waves from the people into the environment. What is that collective status? Okay, discomfort, all the news, all the negative waves, electromagnetic waves, and all the information that this is happening. That see, when you hear that, oh, the war is happening, they bombed this, they did that, it has an impact on you and the environment of the country. Okay, I'll give you another example. When the country, we may disagree, we may have all sorts of things, but the moment the country is being aggressed or in war, suddenly the environment changes, because everybody is nationalistic and they want their country to win, whether it's a game or whether it's a war. So they start becoming very caring for the whole nation. At that time, the environment changes, which is for growth, because the vibrations which everybody is sending is that. And in fact, many in that excitement, sick people also become better. Okay. So I have told you that in order to succeed, we need to raise ourselves above our consciousness, above the consciousness of the environment, above the consciousness of their personality, above the consciousness of their negative status which they created, or risk status, whatever they created from the time of birth, they need to get out because they are sending some vibrations. So even though people try to work hard and want to succeed, they're doing everything, but they're not succeeding because their environment is not allowing them to succeed. So that is why before we start our program, because we want to put you into the success mode, we want so, and when you're in an environment, eventually you will start resonating like the environment. If the environment is heavy, your environment inside will also become heavy. It will not remain the same. Remember this. So you have to get out of an environment which doesn't consider what you're doing is right to an environment which considers what you do is right, to higher level. And that is higher vibrations. And that is why we do raising your consciousness in order to stop the hold, which is whatever is holding you back from success, from the environment, from the parents, from the relatives, from the people, from your friends whom you're going to talk. So it's advised, but when you want to do something, please do not share it with anybody, even your spouse, what you want to do, because immediately each one of them have a different opinion, and they will start creating something which will hold you back from success. So never, when you embark on a new thing, never share what you want to do. Let it be yours, between you, your teacher, your creator, your soul, your godliness, your divinity inside, who are your absolute partners. They're all partners. They're all involuntary partners. Now you need to voluntarily partner with them. And if you want to, and in order to do that, you need to get out of the self-similar resonance as the environment where you are and rise up. And that's what I do in the Raising Consciousness program, which we did last Sunday. So environment doesn't hold you back from success, fulfilling the purpose of your life as a co-creator. Number two, it's very important for you to be happy. When you're not happy, when you're doubting, when you're stressing, when you're thinking all the time, when you have pain, when you have discomfort, when emotionally something is imbalanced, and you have no trust in the spiritual aspect, or you have no trust in your creator, you have no trust in yourself, you're unhappy. We need to take you out, at least for a moment, when you are making that effort to succeed, not to be in that state, but in a happiness state. So we need to take you from unhappiness to happiness. So that is the second thing. That means this body of us should be happy in order to achieve or in order to succeed. At least for the moment when you are making the effort. I may not be what I was maybe 1 hour back, but now I am wanting to teach you something, I want to tell you something, I want you to grow, I want you to realize I've come to that state of being where I am really happy in order to achieve what I want to achieve with all of you and we have to achieve today. So that is by going from, that is what I teach by unhappy to happy exercise. That's the second thing. The body should be happy. The surroundings should be happy. Third is whatever you have, whatever you think it is, whatever you have judgments, whatever conclusions, whatever memories in the past, based on your past experiences, past place, experience of person, place, event, what happens is that is also holding you back because you have created a conclusion. Never hold anything. And that dust, this is all called dust collecting on top of your vortex, the wheel which is rotating inside, the spiritual wheel. And that spiritual wheel, when you add the dust, it starts becoming slow because of the weight. It's heavy. Always, all these are heavy. So the spiritual vortex is like a fan. If there is dust collected and you switch it on, the dust is thrown away. That is what we do. We speed up the vortex in order to see that all your past experience in this life does not affect your process of wanting to succor, your effort to succeed. Okay. So these are the three things we do in order to. Now, can you see what did Sodan Chimik's mother do? When did that act? So now I was talking of environment. Now, what is related to the environment? Understand. Just like I told you about the environment, you will not succeed. Similarly, there is an environment around a particular gene which is carrying cancer with it, of mother's cancer, grandmother's cancer, great-grandmother's cancer is there in that gene. But that gene will remain dormant. That gene, in order to activate itself, the environment around it called epigenetics. Epigenetic is the environment around the gene should be conducive for the activation of the gene to create disease or create success. Create disease. How do you create that environment? There's a girl whose mother had cancer, her friends' mothers had cancer, and they all say, if you have cancer, you need to go to checkup just to make sure that you don't have cancer. Look, that's the first fear. So that fear makes it heavy. So the environment inside her body has started becoming heavy. And when that environment starts becoming heavy, this is all part of the destiny part. I'm just telling you. The first step of this exercise today. She goes to the doctor. The doctor sees her. And he does all the tests and he says, oh, you're perfectly all right, nothing wrong. And that fear goes away. Then she comes out. The nurse says, your next appointment is 6 months later. Why? The doctor said everything is okay. Oh, you might get it at that time. So we want to make sure that you don't get it. Can you believe that? You remember the story of that famous actress who took off her breasts? She removed her breast. And then afterwards, her husband divorced her also. Removed her breast. So that cancer will not happen. When the organ is not there, cancer will not happen. So the fear which you dropped a few moments back when the doctor said you're all right, again comes back. Because they've given an appointment. For 6 months, you'll be worried. I hope it's not happening. I hope it's not happening. I hope I don't get it. I hope it's not like this. That's what will happen. And that is when. So we are recreating that fear situation. Even doctors are also responsible indirectly. We should have faith and trust that it should only get activated then. But they're all following the protocol. We are all following our protocol. We are all following. We're not following ourselves 100%. So as the environment becomes more and more fear, more and more doubt that I may get, the environment around the gene changes to that biochemical environment. Because if I'm angry, my biochemistry is of anger. If I'm happy, my biochemistry is of happy. And what is that gene wanting? An unhappy biochemistry. A biochemistry of fear, a biochemistry of doubt. So when that environment happens around that gene, it will get activated and cancer will start. So this was the negative story. That is how we develop all diseases, all cancers, everything. Now let's look at the other story. Opposite story. There are genes present in you. They are called the purpose gene, the birth purpose gene. And this gene is not in the body's genes. Body's genes are being used in order to fulfill that purpose, but that gene is in the soul. The purpose why the soul takes birth, there's a soul genetics that is mentioned and imprinted in the soul. All the past life is imprinted in that. Now, when Sodan Chemik's mother, I'm giving just an example, just to tell you to understand. When Sodan Chemik's mother was following Ace Intelligence, she was doing treatment, she was doing everything. Then 3 days or 4 days after, as I understood, I may be right, it can be corrected by Sonal Chiming, after starting a slim, trim, fit body, what does slim, trim, fit body do? Creates endurance biochemistry, creates stamina biochemistry, creates survival strength biochemistry. So when she started in the 3 days, that biochemistry in her body changed, which activated the soul gene of her purpose. And she wanted to start doing that activity. And she's then, second thing, when she started treating patients, she wanted people to get enlightenment faster than what she was able to do. Then something else got activated. When she said, I want to make it faster, then all the levels of your body changes to contemplating that. The biochemistry starts changing to make it faster. And then one more gene got activated. You need to activate. You need to activate the various centers of Earth, of not Earth, of Mongolia, the being Mongolia. Then she started that, and when that activated, she gets the message. A message comes in, hey, you have to do this next. You have to go there. You have to give this. It is this person. Okay, your husband is the past. You are the present. Your daughter, who's who accompanies you, is the future. You will need all these three to activate, for example. That's the message she got. All that is coming from the soul genetics. And all the messages are not just from her soul gene. Inside her soul is her voice, inner voice, which we are talking of this month, which guides her. That is the inner voice. And that inner voice is the guide. It is the Sarathi who guides your life. And also it is the teacher. So that is how she gets all her information, who's talking to her in the head, that she has to do. Suddenly, her husband and Sonal Chiming, next day morning, she comes, we have to go there, we have to do this, we have to reach there. Now they've got used to it. So where did that message come from? From inside. If she thinks it's from outside, whatever is outside is present inside you also. So that's what the channeling happens. That's how she gets to know. So for those activations, she had to change the biochemistry, which is slim, trim, fit body, plus her way of thinking, her desire, her will, and also the will of the creator inside her. And then she has to use all this and all the energy which is all around in order to create it. That is the plasma field. That is the formed, invisible matter, the fourth stage of matter. We're only talking of the 1% and 99% of the 1%. We are not talked beyond the 1%, which is not visible. That is some other day. That is also there. That's the dark matter. When you see stars at night, it's dot, 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 but the rest is dark, right? That dark is the dark matter. What is that source? What does it do? We'll talk some other time. So you need to make your environment conducive, and all the exercises we teach, God has taught me, my inside has taught me, my will has taught me, everybody has taught me. That's why we say the universe gives it. So that teaching has happened. That is what I am trying to impart. So all of you, I'm not even handling 0.00001% of people who are going to become the teachers, who are going to become aware, who are going to take it up. Because I alone cannot do. Everybody has to do. And why are we doing all this? One purpose, to usher in the true age. Okay, any questions? Sonal Chiming, any questions? Raise your hand and comment for the question. Sonal Chiming, if you are hearing me. Then Dolgur, any question? Hari Raju, any question? Is Hari Raju there today? Navya is there?
No, sir,
Raise your hand, Navya.
they are not here.
They're not here. See, what's the use? They're not serious. They are supposed to be the stars of India. Yes, Dolgor, tell me. Question, what's the question? Let me come to Mongolian. Yeah. What's the question, Dolgor? Everyone is connected always to your plasma field. Dolgor, why do we say God is everywhere? God is inside me, outside me, everywhere. We say that. That's what it is, plasma field. This is the material. This is the resource. Because it's matter, it is the resource which I talked to you about in breath sound yoga program. It's the resource, not the source. It's resource. Because it's material. It's already created. Yeah. Yeah. Yes. When you're done, tell me. Don't want to talk, right in the. Yeah. I have created a picture of mine, my photograph of mine, 10 years from now, what I will be. So it's going to come in, and if you resonate, you should place an order on that. It can come on your phone, it can come on your thing, because it will be, that photograph is a tool, master tool, in which we will add your photograph. So that everything that you want to achieve is possible, because that's what I am doing to achieve mine. So I want that achievement, what I'm getting success, it should come to you. So we have to use that. So how many of you would be interested? If you're interested, say why. It's quite beautiful. And there's not one photograph, 5. Five of them. But it is going to be customized to your need. So I will definitely, when you order it, I will need your photograph to make it. We'll give the form and all. It's not yet ready. It's still time. It should be ready by October. The system, in order to give. Yes, I see only few people said yes. Let's see who said. Kamal said, Kartikeya said, Raj Kalyan said, Mongolians, nobody said yes.
Teacher, can you listen the
Coming. Thank you. Thank you, Dulgun. Yeah, I can listen to you. There are 5 photographs of the future of me. Okay. And in that 5 photographs, each photograph, one is about intelligence quotient. Another is emotional quotient, growth of my emotional quotient, intentional quotient, my spiritual quotient, and my physical quotient. Physical, mental, intellectual, spiritual, and of course, that force which is coming out through me of the plasma field and everything is there. Okay. Now, when this photograph comes, why I'm telling you, because that is how I am going to steer my life. I want to take you all. So if anybody takes a photograph, I have to customize it to you. That means besides the app, I need to put your photograph. When you get the photograph, it should have your photo also inside it, because it is, this whole photograph is meant for you, for your growth, for your future. At the moment, next 10 years. At the moment, next 10 years. I didn't redesign. I projected my future as it should be. Because, yeah, and when you project it, that screen is already there, and this is the sole prompt which is there. This is what you have to do to be that. Okay, so when Dolgor's photo will come, we will project it 10 years ahead as it should be as per your soul journey. The system is not ready. That is the idea at the moment. How to do it, how to integrate what it is, those steps, we have to create a standard operating procedure and see if it works, and then do that, so that we can create a future of yours. Not even 10 years, it could be 9 years. And if they want it, I want to see how many want it, so I can continue to work on the idea from creating a system for this.
Бид нарт тэгээд хэлэх юм уу багш?
So all those who want it, say why. So that this was the thing I wanted to share with you. Do not do anything without sharing, and depending on what they need, we need to create. Wes. Okay. 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 So I want to teach you, after answering the other two people, how we implement our soul prompts and what we have to do. And I'll give an explanation of how my soul prompts me every morning at 4 o'clock, 5 o'clock. And I will give you that example. And then how I implement. So I don't have to think what I have to do. So when you go into partnership with the godliness inside you, with the divine gods inside you, they're already working involuntarily. They are there to see that you succeed. But you need to experience that voluntarily. How to do that? How to make them the partners, the guru, the sarathi, all of them, in order to, so that they help us at every moment of our life, every breath of our life, every heartbeat of our life. It will show.
За багшийн түрүүний ярьсан нөгөө хавдар эмээгээс ээжээс яана гэсэн шүү дээ. Тэ генд нөлөөлнө. Жишээ нь би мэдэх болохоор би болохоор нөгөө хоёр хавдрын хаалганд орсон. Тэгэхээр одоо ээжээс одоо эмээгээс надад тэр ген ирсэн гэж ойлгох уу? Тэгээ миний хавдар цаашаа хүүхдүүдэд бас генд нөлөөлнө гэсэн үг үү? Гэдгийг асуух гэсэн.
I'm coming. Yes, Dolgor. What did she say? Wait. Yes, what did she say? That's what I'm trying to tell you. Try to understand this. That was Bachimik, no? Yeah. Bachimik. So, the gene keeps the record of your life experiences, what has happened. And maybe, Bachimik, your cancer was never supposed to be due to you. It is due to the stresses of your ancestors, which went through and went to your mother or came to you. Now, the question is, even though the gene is present, it will not get activated unless you have a fear. It will only get activated then. So this is what I'm trying to educate you. Do not create the environment for the gene to get activated. So the gene will be there. It's not 100% that the gene should go to your daughter. It could go to your granddaughter. It may be alternate. The gene story is like that. Now, another beautiful thing. You can erase that gene, Pachimik, in your life. Start erasing it so it starts erasing in your children's life. Even that is possible. So everything is alive and we can influence everything. So don't entertain this that my children will have. I will see to it that my children don't have. That is the statement. Okay. Now, further,
Би
why
нөгөө
did we talk of this? Yeah. Okay. Ask.
ээж
Talk
эмээ гэхээр ээж эмээ хоёулаа ямар ч хавдаргүй байсан болохоор л би гайхаад асуухгүй юу. Тийм. Тийм. Тэгээ аа болохоор хавдраар өнгөрсөн. Тэгээд би гайхахгүй юу энэ ч та ээж эмээ хоёр хавдраар өнгөрөөгүй өөр асуудлаар өнгөрсөн учраас энэ ч ямар өчтэй ингээд бодоод ажиллаа. За. Тийм байна. Тийм.
Doesn't matter, whoever it is, but you get a gene from your father also. Okay. Now I want to tell you one thing. Now your children are already born, correct? And they were born before your cancer.
Тийм. Одоо хүүхдүүд бүр том. Нэг нь
So
28
the
та нэг нь
gene which
19
is transmitted is based on before she got the cancer at the moment, but it has the story of the father, her father. Okay. But now how do I influence? How do you create a resolve form for this? This is what I'm trying to explain. It's all about the resolve form, the intention, the resolve, the reality which you want, how to fill it. So one is Bachimik already had the cancer and she recovered. Okay. So in her resolve form, it's about overcoming whatever caused it, and whatever trace is there should be dissolved. Number one. Number two, when she does so, all the things which her body experienced, the cancer state, is not transmitted along with her father's into her children. But the gene is there. Father means her father or grandfather, whatever it is. Okay. So when she starts creating this resolve, they live with you. They are connected with you through the plasma field. So when your vibrations change and it starts projecting outside, that is what is projecting outside? The good aspect of it, the healed aspect of it. That through the plasma affects the children, because children are the closest connection for you. And those who are born in them, there will be no, it will also start correcting the influence of her father's gene. Because we are interconnected. That is what is telepathic communications, which we are not. Involuntary telepathic communications are happening. And so when she creates the intention resolve form, in that if she writes, I want to dilute the gene's effect in my children, which were transmitted before I got cancer, that is the second intention and resolve. Third intention and resolve is whatever improvement she starts having now. When she starts erasing all the things which caused her cancer, which she recovered, and there may be traces of that, when she's dissolving all that, that effect also is transmitted in the environment and those who are close to her. So if now, after doing this resolve, and say, I want my children who are going to be born now, if she's of such age when she can have children now, you can prevent that gene from being transmitted. See, it's so beautiful. That's why you need to create an intention and resolve. Keep it simple as per your understanding, but I want you to understand, have trust in yourself, have faith in yourself, have faith in the creative force inside you, faith in the divine thing inside you. If you don't have faith, no. So many people will come to the, oh, what nonsense is Dr. Ramesh talking? It's not like this. This is not scientific. They are the people whom we cannot help. They are dogmatic. They have come to conclusion. They are judgmental about what they know. They don't want to listen. They are not open. So they have to take time to be open up and trust. And they will only open up when the situation happens to them. So who are the people who trust themselves are the people who can succeed. Mido, come. Mido, raise your hand. Mido. Oh, she's gone. Oh, she's not here. Tell me when you're done.
За маш их баярлалаа.
Welcome. So, okay. So, Kamal, there is nothing impossible. Remember that. There's nothing impossible. That is the thing you need to create inside yourself. Have total trust and faith and no doubt. Okay.
Thank you.
Next thing. Yeah. You know who is here? Those who are not supposed to get this knowledge today are not here. Only those who are supposed to get this knowledge are here. This realization, which I talked about, what I've realized, and I gave you this understanding, this learning. This is today's. Not that I created it, not that I knew it. But that's how the process is happening inside me. Okay. So I was telling you before we close. So whenever you create an intention and resolve, create it with total faith, Forget about the money you spent, what you spent. The most important is the faith you have. So whatever messages are there in YouTube, Sunil, you will have to tell me if there are any. Okay. Next, I want to tell you what was the next thing that came to me. Now, when you start writing the resolve form, so I also write every day. I also write the journal every day. Because when you write, it cannot be erased. What people call subconscious is that body of yours, physical body of yours. Conscious is only this. Subconscious is anything below the whole body of yours. Unconscious is the heart. So the message has to reach to your subconscious or your body in order for it to take action. Remember this. So because I also write my resolve, I also write it, it's an imprint. It's not just, oh, I want to do this. That sound will disappear after some distance. Okay, I want to do this. I may forget with the next thought. But when you write it down, it becomes a reality. So what is it that I am talking to Sunil and Sarvanan these days? You know, how to create the program for October, November, for everybody to come. You know, whoever is destined to come will come. There's nothing to worry. We are not looking at anything else. We want to just offer it. Because that's what the creation in the plasma field or the godliness, formed godliness is telling us to do. So we want to create a program. See, we've already reached a mature state in an understanding in the versatile, stressless, diseaseless, ageless, slim, trim, fit body, which is very powerful, which has to be used. What is the next? What is the most important need at the moment? For example, what people are suffering, what is the maximum suffering? Forget the disease. Is obesity, for example. And obesity is the cost of all the diseases. Our system can change the biophysio-pharmacochemistry inside the body. We know that. So obesity is the problem. So we will only, I want to create the obesity program in which when you come to the retreats, whichever retreat you come, you will get practical experience every day for 27 days. But this will happen every day. We'll only take those people who are committed, and only committed people, not every month people. No, they will break it. They have to give the year long. How can I be 9 years younger in the next 9 to 12 months? That's the program. How can I be 9 years younger? When I'm 9 years younger, I was slimmer, I was trimmer, I was fitter, I was healthier. I was not obese, for example. But we'll mention it clearly. So there now we will make sure that every day when we sit and do, I will help you to write the journal and write the goal as we go. Not only do the exercise, not only follow the nutrition, what have you eaten, what has happened, what change happened. To give an example, morning I got up. Okay, I was feeling very good, absolutely energetic. I had a few meetings. I did the meetings. Okay, what did I eat first thing in the morning? A banana over 1 hour. Ripe banana over 1 hour while I was doing the meetings. What was I having? Black tea. Really alert, really active. Now my satiety came. He says, okay, let's eat the small piece of pizza from Domino's, which I have kept. Now, the moment I ate the pizzas, my energy went down. My mind went down. Everything went down. Aches and pains appeared. I desired to lie down. Can you see? That is telling us that this is not suitable to you. Okay. You're having an allergic reaction to that. Your immune system is getting affected. It is being consumed. It took 1 hour to recover. When you eat food, there should be no dip. It should only be rise, ascension, growth, evolution, opening up. So we have to eat the right food. So all this, and we have to make you do it. You have to be sincerely invested in your body, mind and soul, invested mainly in the body. So how to invest yourself? So I will only do it with people who are for 1 year. And along with that, whatever disease you have, whatever stress you have, whatever that has to go away. So this is the idea which came in the morning, that we need to do this. And I'm already executing it. I'm talking to you. I already talked to my team. Sat, we have to put it together this week and start offering it for the year-long program. You can join any time for the year-long program. It'll be always there. You joined today or you joined after 5 days, you joined after 10 days. Every measurement has to be done. Till now, nobody is doing measurements. Nobody is doing follow-up. Every measurement, from the waist measurements to vision measurements, from the taste measurements, from your hearing measurements, everything has to be done. Subjective, objective, total system of the future. System of the true age, so that you can usher in. You start becoming true beings. The rebirth is also happening in this. And we will use not only physical grounding, virtual ultrasound and physical ultrasound when you come, pulse electromagnetic fields. In order to do that, we are only empowering the body to heal itself naturally. Gonging sound, transcutaneous electrical stimulation, ace intelligent ones, not just only. Because when we put ace intelligence, is 10x if more effective. And we'll teach you how to make it even more effective with the books. So we want a whole system which we have created, and that is what is the need of the time. So the idea came, I already talked today itself, morning 4 o'clock. I talked to my team. Then I talked earlier about the 1 month thing. We converted all that. So now this week, we will implement it. We'll put it in writing. Only then it's a reality. Otherwise, it's not a reality. So I want you to know that you need to put it in writing and start taking action the same day. Oh, I will do, I will not do. No. Understood, Bajargal? That is what is missing in you, Bajargal. That is what is missing. You want to do so much, but you are not taking action. You are not writing. Otherwise, you're excellent. You have all the knowledge. You can teach everything I teach. You're just conscious of what people will think. All people are plasma field. All people are God. What will they think? How does it matter? Nothing will happen. God is with you. Okay, that's it. So the last one, Bionzel. Yes. Yes, Bionzel.
Надад тийштэй сүүлийн үед нэг Монгол дээлээ өмсөө чи тэгээ Монгол гэртээ ороо чи тэгээд ийм элсэн манхантай газар очоо чи гэдгийг мэдээлэл байнга ирээд байгаа. Тэгээ энэ ямар учиртай болоо би өөр бас тэгэл бодоол байгаад байгаа. Бараг 1-2 сар үргэлжилж байна энэ ерөөсийн хүсэлт. Сүнс юм уу тэрийг ойлгохгүй.
Tell me again. Again. Repeat the sentence again. Okay. Just do it for understanding. If it's being repeated, there are 2-3 ways of doing it. One is whatever that doubt is it a thought? Is it a soul prompt? Is it imagination? 3 questions. Then reverse the paper, and then you measure it. Measure it, you as the instrument to measure the strength, flexibility. All. Second, use the pendulum to measure it at the same thing. Use the scanner to measure it. And finally, you will know which one is yes, which one is no, which one is yes. Then, if you turn it back, don't be surprised if all of them are yes. First a prompt comes, then the thought comes, and the thought creates the imagination. Remember the sequence. So all 3 are there. Thoughts come due to prompts. You don't think. Each one's thought process is different. Yes. First, always the soul prompts you, then creates the thoughts for you to think about that thought, get a feeling about the thought, and then create it as an imagination. Then it becomes a desire. Then it becomes a decision. Then it becomes a determination. Then it becomes a design. Then it becomes a deliberation, and then it becomes a delivery. Okay. So, Bionzel, now I explained the first step. Second step is you can do this. And the second step you have to do is wear the Mongolian dress and go to Shambhala tomorrow. Because see, when that prompt comes again and again, then it's definitely a soul prompt. That thought is coming again to wear this dress and go. It is definitely a soul prompt. It is not a prompt from outside. It's not cultural or anything. It is coming from inside. Go there, only then you will know what has happened. For example, when I came to Mongolia, I was searching where Gobi Desert is. Because I wanted to search, not Gobi Desert, I was searching where Shambhala is. I thought it is in the Khar Desert or it is in the Sahara Desert. And that is the time when Betty's call came and she started laughing. I said, I cannot come to Mongolia. And she started laughing. Why? I told her. She says, do you know where Gobi Desert is? I said, of course I don't know. I told you now. And that is why the call has come to you. She said, Gobi Desert is in Mongolia. Shambhala is in Mongolia. So that is how I came. That when she said it is in Mongolia, I said, yes, I'm coming. So that was a sole prompt. It's time for you to search for Shambhala. And why was it? Only when I go to Shambhala will I know why. The first step was the sun moving and making all those actions, which all the workshops which I do, same actions the sun was doing. And then that monk told me it is written that when the teacher comes with his students and they watch this, the golden age, it's a starting of the golden age. Okay, I said, oh my God, what's all this? I don't know. But I listened to it and everybody was saying everything. Then next day, after going back, and then I went to, they said, they wanted me to go to all the caves where the monks used to meditate. I said, no, you all go. I'm already tired. -30 temperature. Look, resistance. Then I go back, then I have my tea. That's another story. Then they take me to Shambhala, and I'm expecting a monument, It's only a piece of land. I said, oh my God, it's only a piece of land. Look how it is creating. We bought the tickets and then we went in that piece of land. The land was different color compared to outside. That's the only difference. When I go, I was prompted to lie down on those pebbles, looking up. And that is the time my body was raised up. That is the time when I went and saw these Shambhala beings. So tall, so beautiful, so affectionate, so caring. I saw the Shamantaka Mani. And then I came back again. That was the process of my enlightenment. And then I started seeing what is the story of Shambhala. Then I started creating the workshop. There were so many interviews and all afterward from the governor, from the magazines. My photograph came in the front. I talked about death and all, which I never knew anything. So all this started happening. So you please, Bionzil, go wherever you're supposed to go, wear that dress and go. Okay. That's it, everybody. Thank you very much. I touched upon destiny, story, and understanding how it evolves and how you mold it. Second, I told you the stories. Okay. Yeah. The second, I told you the story of how to write an intention, resolve form, and it can go to the past, present, future. It's possible because it's the same field. Same plasma field everywhere, past also, present also, future, all the information is there. So when you work, you can work on all those things. And how to create an intention, how to create a resolve, and how to make it a reality. Third was, you got such true knowledge today, which even I got. And that was this Sat Sang, seeking the truth. So all three were covered in this 1 hour. It's becoming very fascinating. So, but practice, you already know how to do. Please start doing. If I didn't do it, doesn't matter, but you do it. Take responsibility because you are the one who wants to succeed. And I want you to become independent. Thank you. Bye-bye. See you tomorrow.